On to my favorite feature of the week, and that is hashtag Entrepreneur Friday. Now, there's Nike, there's Adidas, there's Converse, there's All-Star, but then there's also Bathu, a South African sneaker brand developed here on home soil. Its founder, Theo Baloyi, says the Bathu story is more than just about trendy sneakers. It symbolizes perseverance, passion, and of course, following your dreams. He joins me now to discuss his journey. Theo, thank you very much for your time. I think over the years that you've come into the scene, we've heard about your story and about where this concept, the sneakers, came from. So maybe give us a brief a description of that, and then also tell me where the name Bathu comes from.
We started our company in 2015 with the aim to build a shoe brand that Africans can proudly affiliate with. I did about 18 months of research and development, proof of concept, and quite ironic that, one of the interesting findings from my research was that we actually don't have a sneaker brand that can be benchmarked with all these international footwear brands that you just mentioned now, and the word Bathu means, shoes in South African slang. It's a word that, resonates with a lot of South Africans, in referral to any type of this shoe. So I thought, how about that we really conceptualize this into a sneaker brand with a vision to build a shoe brand that Africans can proudly affiliate with, and while at it, reignite hope and create sustainable jobs.
Right, and we've got some of them here in studio with us, and they're absolutely gorgeous, Theo. The material feels very luxurious, very soft, and they're very comfortable because I am wearing a pair, one of your pink ones. But just talk us through the sourcing of the material, where that comes from, and the costs they're going to manufacturing these sneakers.
We really wanted to remain, authentically South African, from day one, and we did about, 18 months of, we did about 21 samples of, of the mesh edition, and we were declined, by the factory 13 times, and we are sourcing all the materials, down in Durban and manufacturing in Durban, for the mesh edition, when we started. So, and we really wanted to remain, authentically South African, mainly because we wanted to contribute to the craftsmanship and the manufacturing or the textile industry in South Africa as it was dying at the time. And then, knowing that, we keep the money in the country, and then we help basically rebuild our economy. And then our first flagship design was the mesh edition, as I've mentioned. And then we then went on to launch other types of design, which is the Moja edition and the Jenny edition and so forth.
Right, I think I am wearing the Moja edition this evening, but let's continue the conversation. And I'm glad you bring up the economy and the fact that you look to grow the economy. One of the things that you did was expand the business, open stores. I think you have about 16 stores, physical stores that you sell your product to. Talk us through that expansion and how you think about the timing, given we've got COVID-19, as well as the fact that there's reduced foot traffic because people are just scared to shop in stores.
Being an accountant myself, and coming from Alexandra, we started from humble beginnings in the room in Alex, and having lived there myself, I really wanted to do something for the economy and build something that can, reignite hope and create sustainable jobs in my township or in my community, And today we employ about 180 people in the business. Like you mentioned, we've got about 16 retail stores, and we really wanted to build an end-to-end value chain because my belief and my philosophy is that that's the best way to create employment. Every component of the value chain helps create employment, and hence that is why in our business, from means of production to how we warehouse our shoes to how we distribute or do the supply chain in the business and how we retail them, we do it our own with our own value chain, and I think it's very important to do that. And the way we've done it is that the first 2 years of our business, we did not do any brick and mortar stores, so we really looked at and invested at building a healthy working capital so that we can afford to do a CAPEX and OPEX and expand the business. Quite ironic because we started in 2015, and that first 2 years, 2016 and 17, we were like a high turnover business with low cost that helped us really build the healthy working capital, meaning that we almost sort of knew that COVID is going to come. So when COVID came, we had a very good, I think, cash flow to maintain and to sustain the business. And not only that, but to sustain the jobs that we've created financially in other otherwise.
No, very interesting insights about the liquidity that you were able to have. Very briefly, finally, Theo, we've run out of time, but I have to know about your target market. Some local people may look at the prices of some of these sneakers and think that they're out of their price range. So talk us through the target market and the kind of person you want to see wearing your sneaker.
Speaks exactly to that. We say, walk your journey. So we're not just a sneaker brand, but we are a sneaker brand that wants to accommodate everyone who's on a journey, because you don't put a shoe unless you go somewhere. So we really want to say, if you're on a journey of greatness, a journey of unleashing your best potential, do it with Bathu shoes. And our shoe starts from 900 to 2,100. And I think our target market is anyone who's in between the ages of 18 and 35, but not limited to that. Anyone who's cool, who wants to really wear comfortable shoes, quality shoes, and all can start.
Theo, very interesting insights this evening. Thank you so much for your time. That is Theo Baloyi, who is the founder of Bathu. Sally, I'm going to walk right out of here with my new pair of pink sneakers.
Your bright pink sneakers, they look lovely, I have to say. Thank you very much, Ropiwa Madzena.